Hello friends. So in the last tutorial we have seen how to see the error messages, right? And another one is we have forgot to add a error value. So here we will check how to add the value of the previous variable. Say for example, if I am sending a value here, see, for each, right? So if I just, so this is my variable. So if I, it will not get changed, right? So if I type any other variable also, see, this my old variable is not appearing in the username function. So to make it appear, I will use a helper class which is called as form w2 values of username, right? So just now if I make it as a login, it was supposed to be value. It is not values, it is value, right? So if I add any value here, see, this value will be returned back with the previous value, right? Say for example, if I take this for each Smarty, right, this will be returned with the value over here. And the main thing we in this tutorial is the function of cage, right? So if we are using cage function in the forms, right, or any dynamic created contents, you need to have a class called no cage, right? So here what we'll do is, in the app, the Smarty, right, as you all know, caching is a temporary storage of a file. So anytime the page is called, the page is not required to be rendered again. This file will be automatically procured by the server and it will be sent back to the browser, right? So if in this case, if I make it as true, right, so what happens is, now if you see, right, so if I press login, you will not get this value, right? You will not get this return value here. Why? Because is your cage, which you can see here, right? So this function, this page is being automatically passed through the browser, right? That's the main reason why we are not seeing this functions over here. So only on before using Smarty, we will have a variable called no cage. In this area we'll have no cage, right? So this will avoid, this will not store any local variables, right? CHE, right? So in the previous file, if you are having like any header or footer functions, those files, those things will be stored, right? If you are using cage function over here, right, then this will not be, this values will not be displayed. So just go give a click, right? So this is the previous value. Let's just give it another click. If I type for each 1 2 3 password hash, right, the password should be alphanumeric. This is the only error I am getting, right? So for each has been returned back 1 2 3 7 10, exactly I got 10 characters, right? So be aware of this problem. So for most of the time you use caching should be false, but but when you start on your production side, right, on the production working model, In that case, you will not be able to get these values back. So to avoid it, you need to have it as no catch, right? So that's all about the catch functions. Alright, so this is our user controller, right? So now our next idea will be to check whether this username and password is available or not. If not, we are going to say if the username and password is not in our database, we are going to say return back, redirect back, or we are going to drop a message, right? Login unsuccessful. A message will be dropped back to the user saying that your username does not match with our records. So this thing will be seen in the next tutorial.